Let's all go to the mall.
Party with your favorite monsters during Halloween Horror Nights.
Welcome, everyone, to the first ever, the inaugural, the pilot episode of Stay and Scream, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast. Now, some of you will know us from our prior podcast that we appeared on, which was the RIP Tour podcast. I just want to take a moment to thank all you guys who have supported us over the years and have kind of followed us and checking out this venture, and to give a warm welcome to those who may be here for the first time. We do appreciate you checking us out. So let's talk about this venture. So we are Stay and Scream, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast, like I mentioned. In essence, nothing has really changed for us, right? We are continuing as a foursome under this name. So all of the content that we've produced, all of the interactions with you guys, all of the posts and almost like social media will stay similar to what you know and loved from us before. Okay, so due to creative differences, we did decide to step away from RIP Tour, but we wanted an outlet to bring a new channel to you guys, something that we love doing all year round, you know, on a monthly basis. We live and breathe Halloween Horror Nights. We talk about it all the time in our group chat. So we wanted to continue, and we decided we wanted to create a new channel, a new venture to bring that to you and bring you guys content all year round. So let me get into it. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and talk to my co-hosts with this venture. Brady, we'll go over a bit more formal introductions in just a moment, but Brady, what's going on? How are you?
Hey man, I'm wonderful. It's nice to have the group here talking. You know, Horror Nights is a little bit behind us now, so it's good to get the group of the folks that we would usually see each other every couple of days during that time of the year on here talking about Horror Nights. Like, that's why we do it, right? We love Horror Nights. It'll be fun to chat.
Yeah, I know you said Horror Nights is a little bit behind us now, but for us, Horror Nights never stops, you know? It's
That's
always
true.
in the hearts. It's always on the tip of our tongues. It's always, we're always talking about it. Liz, how are you this evening?
Good evening. I am excited to still be talking Halloween Horror Nights. You know, even though it's been a little bit for us, like you said, we can talk about this every day, all year round, and never get tired of it. There's always something, either talking about what happened last year, talking about what's going to happen next year for our anniversary year. We've always got something to talk about.
Yeah, anniversary year. You know, we talked about, we're not going to get into, recapping the event, but you have to wait for that episode. But yeah, coming off last year, really excited to see what the anniversary year has in store for us. Last but not least, my partner in crime, Tim. We've done this for a long time. It's nice to keep this moving along. How are you?
Good, man. How's it going? You doing all right yourself?
Doing good. Yeah,
Yeah?
work's been busy, you know.
Yeah. Same. I'm very excited. Just like you guys have all said so far. Let's just continue talking HHN. We're getting into spec season soon, so we're gonna get there as well. And like Ash has mentioned, we do have a recap episode coming soon. We were all at the event this year, so we figured, we might as well, tell you about our top houses and zones and all that kind of fun stuff. So, but we'll get to that. This is more of an introduction episode and to the podcast itself.
Yeah. Yeah, you just mentioned like getting into spec season. Kind of a little, Wizard of Oz kind of peeked behind the curtain. I actually texted Liz a few hours ago. Hey, I heard this little thing. Can you check it out for me? We don't like to post rumors or spoilers or anything like that. We only like, cold hard facts that Halloween Horror Nights give us. So nothing's changed there for sure. But I think it's important for you guys who have listened to us for such a long time, and for people who may be new here, to kind of reintroduce ourselves first and maybe talk a little bit about our tenure. Don't give away any houses or favorite zones just yet. Okay, so we'll intro ourselves, talk about our tenure and our sort of relationship with Halloween Horror Nights. Let's go back to front again. I'm coming to you, Tim.
Well, so this is kind of exciting. So next year, me and Brady were actually just talking about this not that long ago, and Liz was there. We were there, actually talking about it at. It's always going to be dead coconut, but it's red coconut at the moment. But for me and Brady, this is going to be our 10th year coming up, and it's
Double digits.
double digits. Coincides with an anniversary year for HHN as well.
Are you guys going to throw us a party or what?
Yeah, I think you guys should.
I guess we have to.
Yes, come on.
I think me and Tim would appreciate it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll work on that.
Maybe an RIP tour?
Cupcakes?
I don't know if we can afford
cake?
that.
Yeah, private one. Yeah.
Well,
Maybe. We'll see. But I mean, 2016 was the first year that me and Brady went. It still haunts me to this day that I wish we had gone to 2015. At that point, Brady was, a lot younger and wasn't sure, he's kind of tiptoeing that line about going, and we were very close to going to 2015, and I really wish we did, because that seemed like it was a very stellar year. But, I love horror. I've loved horror for a long time. The original Halloween movie is probably what got me into it, so long ago, and I love all kinds of horror. So that's where I'm at for HHN. So
Yeah. Wow. 10 years. You're a veteran.
yeah.
Yeah. Love it. Liz, go ahead. Walk us down. Walk us down memory lane.
Well, speaking of veteran status, I started my very first year of Halloween Horror Nights in 2001. I haven't attended every year since then, but this past Horror Nights was my 22nd year of Halloween Horror Nights. So
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You're like Hall of Fame status
yeah, it's,
for a veteran. So
yeah, that does mean I'm old, but but it's
Nobody's
been,
saying that.
Yeah, it's fine.
You said your first year was 2001, mind you, pre-Brady, so just put that out
Brady
there.
wasn't even born yet.
oh my god.
It's been interesting seeing the event change over these years, from my very first few years that were just, going one night with some friends, not really planning ahead, not knowing what was there, just kind of showing up and attending the event, to finding the Horror Nights forums in 2008 and finding other fans and really getting involved with the fan community, to then all of a sudden Halloween Horror Nights being something I have to attend so many nights of the year. And I'm super into the lore and the history and the friendships that have been made along the way. And it's become a huge part of my life.
I love it. On to you, Brady.
Yeah, as Tim said there, also for new listeners, Tim is my dad. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, this will be our 10th year. We both started going in 2016. It's cool that it's not that cool. We lost a year due to COVID, but it is cool that it ended up where we're behind a year, and an anniversary year will be our 10th year. So that's a little fun. But yeah, nothing that hasn't been said. It's been really cool to see the event grow. It's been cool to meet people that love Horror Nights as much as I do. And, things like this have spawned from it, which is crazy, like 4 of us just talking Horror Nights all of the time. It's really cool. I've been a theme park person for as long as I can remember, but Horror Nights feels like it has a specific thing to it that I just cannot get enough of.
Awesome. And I think it's a bit weird, like me being the host and then talking about myself, but I guess I'll introduce myself.
Go ahead.
As well, of course. Long time goer to Halloween Horror Nights. So as you can probably tell, and most of you know, I'm from England originally.
What? No.
Really?
Yeah.
You are?
I was born in Plant City, Florida. No, I'm kidding. So from England originally. Now my family, we vacationed every single year here. My grandparents have been coming to Florida since the 80s every year. I first came with them in 95, and then I've never missed a year since, in terms of coming to Universal and even like Disney for that matter. So I never went to Horror Nights until 2003. It was a case of just like being in the park, and you get those, team members with a button, ask me about Halloween Horror Nights. We ended up going to that evening event. Fun fact, there was actually a show called Infestation that the director led. My grandfather actually signed up for the show, and he was like an extra for it, and he have this like piece of paper with all like the ground rules. He had to sign something, but he never got picked. But that he signed up for that, which was pretty cool. And then yeah, I've been to Halloween Horror Nights, you know, every year since. I think for me as well is I always went with like family and then kind of a few friends who I knew from Florida, but I was never a social media guy because I was a school teacher in England, so I never really had social media because like the students come and try and find you on Facebook. So I never had social media, but once I got social media, and I would say like Twitter or X in particular, and you kind of start networking with people in the same community, like Horror Nights for me has just, you know, progressed so much more for me because now you're doing it with people who share such a vested interest with the event, and it's now people who I've known for such a long period of time and who are very, very close friends. So yeah, so that's my Halloween Horror Nights story.
I think that's a great.
Of,
oh, go ahead, Liz. Go ahead.
I was going to say, to kind of jump in there, that story reminds me of, I mean, I've known Tim and Brady for almost their entire time going to Halloween Horror Nights because I have a YouTube channel that focuses on Halloween Horror Nights. And back then they had a YouTube channel vlogging. So we met just through the Halloween Horror Nights and theme park vlogging community long before any of this. So it's just crazy how Halloween Horror Nights brings people together.
I was just going to piggyback and talk about the same thing. Just basically the friendships that we've all developed over the last however many years because of theme parks and HHN. I mean, especially HHN because we all love going to this event. But yeah, like just so many people that we've met, you know, like through social media and then meeting them in the park and going through houses and just becoming friends. It's just, it's a really cool thing. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. All right. Okay, I know this probably because it's an intro episode, I don't think it's going to last too long, but for just to get us to know us a little bit more, I'm going to quiz people about some of the favourite things for Halloween Horror Nights. So I hope these guys are prepared. I kind of give them a little task during the week. So I'm going to start with Brady. Can you give us... So you can do it in order if you like, okay?
Oof.
You don't have to. It could be no particular order, but just so our wonderful listeners and subscribers can get to know you a little bit more, what are your 5 favourite houses or mazes of all time?
Ooh-wee. Ash, you're killing me here, man. Yeah. It's not supposed to be this hard on episode 1. All right, what did I write down? Because you at least gave us a heads up. I got 6 written down. Uh-oh, we're going to have to can one here.
Oh, you got to get rid of 1. We're not doing 6.
Oh, live. I got to can one. This is tough. All right. I'm going to give you 5 of my favorite houses in no particular order because I can't do that. It's too much pressure. All right, here we go. Krampus. Awesome house. Love it. First house I ever went into at Halloween Horror Nights ever. Cool. Blood Moon. You will all soon find out. I love a set. I love a set design. You can scare me. You can make it creepy. The actors can be amazing at their job. Put me in a cool set. We're good. Trick or Treat. A little bit of a hybrid here. Give me a property I love and execute it extremely well. Awesome. Graveyard Games. Love an original. Love an original. And then we're going to throw Poltergeist in there as just another incredible set and well-executed IP. Boom. 5. That was hard. I thought about this all day at work. I edited this on my lunch break midday and was like, I don't know if I can go with all 6 of these, but we did it.
Okay. Can you just read them like in order real quick? Not in order, but read them again real quick.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I talked about them. I know you
weren't
asking.
No. I want you to do that, but I want to recap because I'm going to flip the question to Tim and Liz. See if they agree.
All right. Krampus, Blood Moon, Trick or Treat, Graveyard Games, Poltergeist.
Okay. Liz and Tim, good list. What are you thinking?
So, everybody's list is going to be different because things are just so personal to them. You know what I mean?
Ash and Liz also have like an eternity more of house
correct.
walkthroughs.
Yeah, you guys
which
also...
makes it so much more difficult.
Right, right. Where me and Brady, it's like, almost 10 years worth where you guys are in the 20s.
Oof.
I almost don't even expect Ash and Liz to have one shared house with me because they have so much.
I think they'll have.
From.
I think they'll definitely have one shared house. That's for sure. So.
All right. But then, I think this is.
But yeah,
this is
he's got a
little-
great list. That's a
yeah,
great
it's a good
list.
Yeah, I think it's a good little exercise. Get to know Brady a little bit more.
I think this will say so much about each of us and our Horror Nights interests.
Yeah, probably.
You
Liz,
probably
wanna
won't need to know anything else about us.
No, no reason to continue after this. So, Liz, do you want to give me your 5 in no particular order? And you can give me a little reason why.
Sure. So I had 7. I had 2 honorable mentions. So
Liz,
I'll
can I go back to Brady? What was your 6th?
Sure.
Ash, you're going to be happy. My 6th was the 2018 Dead Exposure.
Okay.
Patient Zero. Great house.
Okay. Sorry, Liz. Do you want
it's
to start
fine.
with your honorable mentions?
That means I can include my honorable mentions. So
I was going to say, we're allowed to include 6 and 7 now? What is this?
No, they're not in your official 5.
a very important thing to know about me, if this is the first time you're meeting me, is that I am an originals girl. I love originals. It's very rare for me to have IPs high in my hype list. It's very rare for me to have IPs in my top 5. But sometimes they just knock it out of the park and I can't help it. So I have 2 IPs in my honorable mentions. And that would be Cabin in the Woods and Insidious from 2024 into the further.
Immediately realizing I didn't put Insidious on this.
I
It's
was
crushing me.
honestly shocked.
Feel like
that
I
you
don't
did
know
not
myself.
mention that.
Oh, so yes, I had to put some IPs in honorable mentions. They couldn't make the top 5. But my actual top 5, I have, and this is in no particular order, I have Scarecrow. That's just the scariest house that's ever been at Halloween Horror Nights, in my opinion. So that is my actual favorite house of all time. That one is number 1. I also have The Forsaken from 2011, which was nope, can't say that yet. Spoilers. One of the best years of Halloween Horror Nights ever. Just such a great year for originals, which brings me to my next one, which is Winter's Night. One of the most gorgeous scenic houses they've ever done. I love a winter house. And then this one kind of surprised me that it ended up in my top 5, but I have such good memories of it. Catacombs from 2010. I loved the costumes and just the claustrophobic nature of this house. Another very scary house. And then rounding it out, I have Gothic from 2012. Just scenic, gorgeous perfection.
Okay.
That
Did you
should
take any
match with
catacomb-
Ash. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Did you take any cats or combs?
Sadly, no, because I didn't live in Florida at that point. So I wasn't here by the time I was there too soon. The trend started after I left, but I am very aware of the trend and I wish I had been local.
Yes, that definitely took off towards, because when I go, it's always like towards the middle to end of October when we used to do our vacation. So that was in full swing with the cats and the combs. So
good.
Yeah. Do you want to run the 5 houses for me again?
Sure. So I have Scarecrow, The Forsaken, Winter's Night, Catacombs, and Gothic.
Okay. Love it. Tim, take us away.
I have a lot.
5. My friend.
I know. So I'm gonna give
Maybe
you.
2 honorable mentions.
I'm gonna give some honorable mentions first. How's that?
No
Real
more
quick.
than 2.
And I'm not even gonna really just talk about them. I'm just gonna mention them.
Sure.
Okay.
Look at that. He's trying to stretch the rules so he can
I
say
am.
more. He's like, well, I won't give a description,
Well, 'cause-
so I'll tell you 5
Well, because
honorable
I had
mentions.
like 8 houses written down here.
Oh
so-
my gosh.
Each person adds one more.
I know, exactly. All right, so honorable mention: Wicked Growth, Tomb of the Ancients, Insidious, and the first Stranger Things. Just my honorable mentions. Okay. Same thing. Here's my 5 in no particular order, except I do know what my number 1 is, and it's what Liz has already talked about, so I'll mention that first. It's Scarecrow the Reaping. Scariest house I have ever been through in my life. Just probably one of the best houses ever, in my opinion. Anyway. Brady mentioned a couple already that we have gone through. Krampus just has a special place in our hearts because that was the very first house that we did in 2016. It's also a fantastic movie, and I felt it was such a great start for Brady being so young when we did that, that he even agreed that this was like probably the best house for him to go through first because it was more of a fun house. You know, it did have some good scares in it, but this was awesome. Poltergeist. Man, I love this house. Like, from going into that facade, like, you're going in the pool and underneath the house, and then it's just all on. And I love that it was a very, like, yes, there's some scenes from the movie, but Uni took their own creativeness to this house as well. So to me, Poltergeist, even though this is an IP, I feel like it also had an original feel to it as well. Yes, Liz is the original girl. I do like originals too, but IPs are usually, you know, the ones that just bring it home. So what I said, Scarecrow, Krampus, Poltergeist, like Brady said, but I'm on a different house for just looking at everything and making sure scenic is just looking fantastic, and that's Dead Man's Pier. I have a love for The Fog, the movie, and it just kind of gave me those feels to it, and this house is just absolutely gorgeous. And then we were just talking about this the other night. I really love Universal Monsters' Bride of Frankenstein. I think this is just one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Universal Monsters house. Obviously, besides the first one was good too, but this one just brings it home to me. So here it is, Ash. Here are my 5. We got Scarecrow the Reaping, Krampus, Poltergeist, Dead Man's Pier, and then Universal Monsters' Bride of Frankenstein Lives.
Love it. Nice little blend.
Great list.
Good list. Okay.
Ash, please go ahead and
come on, Ash, bring it home.
All your houses that 3 people listening are gonna know of.
No. No, I think it's a good list. So honorable mentions are all sort of IPs. Poltergeist, you guys have mentioned. Liz mentioned Cabin in the Woods. Love that maze. And then I really loved An American Werewolf in London. Really, really nice IP. But my 5, and I'm going to be honest with you, these probably change, you know, here and there, depending what mood I'm in, what day it is. But these are these are 5 that probably are my top 5, but would be there and thereabouts anyway. So number 1 is Grave of Flesh. Totally kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say I quit.
I'm just kidding.
I'd be like, holy cow.
Was like, hey, great house, but like top 5. Wow.
Totally kidding. I was going for the reaction, seeing your faces.
I did expect Liz to tell us that she liked Exorcist Believer.
No.
Yeah. Not Grave of Flesh. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, my 5 top houses. Firstly is my all-time favorite house from my all-time... Oh, no, I won't spoil that bit, but my all-time favorite house is the original Dead Exposure. Terrifying. The strobes just worked perfectly in this house. If it was daytime, similar to the more recent one in 2018, you couldn't see a thing. It was terrifying. Love Dead Exposure. I did go with Insidious. The most recent Insidious, The Further. I've never had such a combination of being scared and laughing that much at the same time. It was just such a fun, scary experience that I don't think... Well, maybe it will, but I'm like, nothing can replicate that. It was just perfect blend of just like, I'm terrified, plus I'm belly laughing of like watching other people get scared. So Insidious is definitely up there in my top 5. Scarecrow, if you've been through Scarecrow, enough said. I think I'm the 3rd one, I think, to include Scarecrow in here. Terrifying, close quarters, love the vibe. La Llorona from Halloween Horror Nights 23, love this house. I think it had good sort of scenic and imagery as well as scares. I was a really big fan of La Llorona. And finally, Tim, a man after my own heart, Bride of Frankenstein Lives, will be in my top 5 mazes of all time. And even with the restrictions, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that plexi in certain places took away from it too much, in my opinion. I'm just trying to think, if I went through without plexi, would it have been any better? Probably not. I don't think it took away from it, but the sort of blend of like scenic plus scares plus the scare, and if you went through where you got everything, it was just bonkers good. It was just so good. Best Monsters house I've been through, in my opinion. But yeah,
I'm shocked that Forsaken isn't on your list, because I know you love Forsaken too.
That's what I thought. I thought you would have had Forsaken or Gothic on your list, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot from 20, quite a few originals from 21, to be honest, that probably could have made the cut. That's how difficult this is.
It really is.
You know, to pick 5. And like I said, any given day, like, you probably forget this list that you've done, and you could pick, I wouldn't say 5 brand new. You're probably going to have one or two that are going to be there, but you probably creep some in, some out here and there. It's just the nature of...
I do want to jump in. If anybody ever got to run Insidious with Brady and Ash together...
One of my favorite memories.
Honestly, it was probably like watching these two together probably gave me more enjoyment on top of the house because the house was fantastic. But watching these two laugh and getting like the bejesus scared out of them,
Destroyed
absolutely amazing
on a nightly basis.
Yes, absolutely amazing to watch.
There was one walkthrough where I don't think a single scare actor came out at them, but they just kept spooking each other.
Yes.
So either Ash would get startled and take Brady with him, or
of being scared.
It was the thought of it.
Nothing
and
would happen.
Ash hit such a good point. Also, I need to get this out of the way. I'm disappointed in myself for skipping Insidious and Scarecrow. I just, it's like Ash said, there's so many houses we've all been through. It's hard to remember them all or hard to put them all in a place, but those are definitely up there. But Ash mentioned with Insidious, I've never had such mixed feelings going into a house. Like, I'll enjoy the first 3/4 of that, and then, like, you would get through the college dorm room, and I would be like, do we really have to go into the red room?
Here we go.
Do we really have to do it? I could remember so many nights I would, like, take my hat and, like, bring it down, make sure it was not going to go anywhere.
It was such fun. Like I mean, that sort of blend of... I know it's
Great house. Great house.
Yeah, but amazing. All right. I love it. Okay. Because there's been less scare zones, I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult, and we're going to pick our top 3.
Thank God I don't have 5 picked.
Just to kind of get to know you.
Man, I had 6 for this one.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of here.
Overachiever.
I'm still going to go last, but I will snake it backwards to the way we went. So, is it Brady? Is it your fight now? Brady, go ahead. Give me 3 zones and kind of explain it a little bit.
Oh, this is going to be so hard. I didn't get 5, but I do have more than 3. So something's got to go now. Are we doing honorable mentions for zones? What's happening?
Sure,
here?
why not? Do it.
You can
Go
do
for it.
one honorable mention.
One
All
honorable
right,
mention.
perfect, because I only have 4 picked. My honorable mention spot, dedicated to Liz here, is going to be Invasion. It is certainly a top 5 zone. I don't know if it's a top 3, but it's a top 5. And then I'm not going to over-explain mine. Well, maybe I will. It was nice with the houses. I've got Trick or Treat in Scare Zone form, which this one I feel like needs no explanation. Central Park always tends to really lean into just like an overall Halloween vibe, and I think Trick or Treat is the most executed, or the most well executed version of just a Halloween zone overall, just giving you that feel. Loved Trick or Treat in the streets. We mentioned house form. I've also got Dead Man's Pier. Or wait, Dead Man's Wharf. Sorry.
Dead Man's
guys.
Wharf.
Sorry. Unprofessional Horror Nights fan here. I'm going to get canned in the comments for that one. Dead Man's Wharf, the zone version. Amazing. Loved it. The atmosphere there was so cool. I particularly remember the like the diving helmets that would have like the black light stuff. That was cool. I loved that all of the tones with like costumes, makeup, prosthetics, and even the zone, everything was just this wash of like blue, green, and gray, like just like very out at sea. It was awesome. Loved it. And then another 2016 scare zone. Something about, I don't know if it's just influence of going for the first time or if 2016 just really did something for me, but Vamp 55. I will be the first to tell you all, I got tired of the Vamp every decade thing very quickly, but Vamp 55 is an incredible scare zone. So that's that. I got Trick or Treat, Dead Man's Wharf, Vamp 55, and then I had Invasion in the honorable mention slot.
Love it. Nice list. Liz.
You know, I hadn't even, despite the amount of times that Vamp has happened, it didn't even pop into my mind. So I'm so glad that you brought up Vamp 55 because it's not on my list, but it's fantastic. I have as my honorable mention, I will do Seek and Destroy. Not for the concept, because the concept was kind of weird, but just for the cast, that was like one of my most favorite cast experience interaction zones of all time. We had a blast in there all season long. Very special memories. But for my actual list, I have, as probably everyone knows who's listening, Invasion is my favorite scare zone of all time. I know, shock.
That one came out of left field, Liz. Sorry.
I know. If you aren't aware, I have an Invasion tattoo, a dedicated Invasion tattoo to mark my memories in that zone because, again, just absolutely amazing interactions. I love aliens and anything to do with sci-fi and that era, so it was made for me. And then on top of it, the cast was just amazing. So Invasion will always be my number one. Can't imagine it ever being topped. Before Invasion, my favorite scare zone was 7 from Horror Nights. That was 2010, 2011. I don't remember, but
2011.
yes, 7. The 7 Deadly Sins. That was, I think, the first time they did those platforms in Hollywood. So it was a new concept to have scare actors on a platform as a distraction and then the minions on the ground. And I just loved the way that the costumes progressed through the night. So when you first went through, the ladies that were representing the 7 Deadly Sins looked normal. By the time you came through late in the night, they'd been consumed by their sin. So very cool concept. And then yet another Hollywood zone as my favorite. We have Graveyard Deadly Unrest. Just such a good zone to sit and chill and vibe. It was so eerie. The costumes were fantastic. The scare actors in here were amazing. I just loved sitting in there and watching it all unfold, and I miss it. So my 3 are Invasion, 7, and Graveyard Deadly Unrest.
Very
Good
good
list.
Good list.
Great list.
Good list.
And I like what you said about Seek and Destroy, because like for me, obviously, that's not going to be in, probably not even my like, top 10 right of all time, but it's the interactions that you had in there that make it special for you. And we're not here to critique anybody's favourite zones. It's more of a get to know us with our favourite stuff. So I like that, Liz.
Yeah, I'm very glad you guys talked on that because I feel like the zones, not that it can't happen in the houses, but the zones, so much can happen based on just pure interaction with the
100%.
cast.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right, you ready? I'm doing 2.
Oh my gosh, he's stretching
I
the
can-
rules again.
He broke the rules for the house.
The introduction
listen,
is
you
going to make
listen.
everyone
You
think
told
that
me
you
to do. You told me to do 5, so I'm doing 5. So 2.
He said 3, but it's fine.
No,
said 3
he
and
said
1.
originally 5.
No,
Then he broke it down to 3 right now.
This is
So anyway, honorable mention. This one is just personal. A Chance in Hell. Just because this was our first year, and watching Brady in this zone with Chance herself, just absolutely bonkers. So I don't know if either one of you guys were with us on any of the nights that
Didn't
Brady
even know
was in
Ash.
this zone. Yeah. But Brady and Chance had so many interactions during the year, and it was just so much fun. And we actually got to know some people in this zone as well that were actually scare actors in there. So it's just, that was more of a personal thing. This one really is my honorary, like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It wasn't like a full-fledged zone. It was almost like a mini zone, if you will. But this probably, in my opinion, was probably one of the most fun zones ever. The interactions with the clowns were super fantastic. There were dance parties. I mean, this was just fun. All right, so here we go. Here are my 3. I think 2 of them have been mentioned already. So Brady mentioned Vamp 55. I'm with him on the whole vampire thing. Kind of started getting played out, but Vamp 55 in my mind, one of the best zones ever. Like the amount of detail that went into this, the big football field float that was in the middle. I remember just sitting and vibing in this zone and just watching people get scared. Like there were people in there like just getting wrecked. Just awesome. I love the costuming. I love the 50s. Just everything about it. So cool. Number 2, Trick or Treat. Again, Brady mentioned that whole Central Park area. What a great place to have this Trick or Treat zone. This was what led to the Trick or Treat house. But just seeing like the kids all over the place, Like even the kid that's puking on the porch with the water like coming out. It was so good. And then the last one, which I'm really surprised nobody has mentioned yet, but I might think that my boy to my left here on the screen, Ash, might have this. Could be an honorable mention. I'm not sure, but Twisted Tradition. Another Central Park zone. Like, there's really nothing to say about this except this was Halloween. This was just Halloween everywhere. Pumpkins in the trees. Just fantastic. So my 3 are Trick or Treat, Bam 55, Twisted Tradition.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah. Really good choice.
Twisted Tradition, is that the one that kind of spilled out further that one year than just... Okay.
Yeah, it had the
it had
Great zone.
I was going to say the
Great
church,
zone.
the chapel. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Tim, beautiful segue into my list because
perfect.
you got me good when you had Bride of Frankenstein Lives. You've got me even better now with Twisted Tradition. With my let me go over my do I have an honorable mention? My one honorable mention is Trick or Treat because I wanted to do one Central Park zone. It was almost a coin toss between Trick or Treat and Twisted Tradition. Not that I couldn't have both in this list, but I only wanted one from there. But Twisted Tradition, so good. Love that, retro Halloween type vibe. I love the fact it was, the township of Cary. I love incorporating that lore into it without really using anything from Cary, if that makes sense. Which I've always said they should do a whole year around Cary, Ohio. Like your archers could be Welcome to Cary, and then all the zones could be linked in. Then it opens the door for so many originals. But anyway, maybe a different episode. We'll talk about that. But Twisted Tradition is on there. And another one, my favorite scare zone of all time, comes from the same year as my favorite house of all time. So Streets of Blood is my favorite scare zone. Amazing zone. It was Jack the Ripper, Whitechapel themed, body collectors in it. You might be able to pull a picture up, possibly. I'm sure it exists, but there was like a beautiful sort of like red and black carriage in there. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous zone. Led into like the body collectors maze that was down there too. So really nicely themed. And one that nobody said, which I really enjoyed, was The Purge. I'll take the 2014 one. So and both the Purges I thought was good regardless, but here's what I loved about The Purge. That is a real kind of showcase of using that area well. New York is so big to fill. And when you've got all these like sort of sideshows going on, there's always something going on. You're not quite sure who's a scare actor because a lot of the civilians are like dressed like normal. The van came on, the motorbikes, and just a lot of sideshows going on. So I think I'll pick The Purge just for the sheer fact of using that space really well. And we've known New York sometimes can get a bit lost when it's not really used to that good effect, if that makes sense. But yes, I'll do The Purge, Twisted Tradition, and Streets of Blood with an honorable mention to Trick or Treat.
Another solid list. Very good.
Yeah, I'm surprised by The Purge, but I agree with everything you said. I'm just surprised that ended up in your top 3.
Yeah, no, it was a good one. Cool. So I hope those lists help you know us a little bit more, if you didn't already, that is. But Liz, why don't you take us to what you want to do?
Yeah, so now we've got a lightning round. So this is no honorable mentions. This is no
Tim.
long explanation.
No
stretching. Fine.
This is just
This or
rapid
that, right?
fire.
Okay.
It's not this or that. It's just going to be like simple.
Okay.
One answer. Putting on. I'm going to go with Tim first. I'm going to put him right on the hot seat.
Let's go.
So we're going to do it in order of what I see on my screen. So it's going to go Tim, Ash, Brady, and then me.
All
right. Tim.
Yeah.
Your favorite Halloween Horror Nights food item?
Oh God.
Current or past?
I think the chicken.
Yes.
What were they called?
Chicken offals.
Offals. Yeah. In Sting Alley. Man. One of the best items I've ever had.
All right. Ash?
Recency bias because my mind's gone blank. I'm just going to take cram tarts because I love them so much.
Well, Brady, I think he probably took your answer, but Brady?
Yeah, my college thesis could be on this. Cram tots.
For me, it's always going to be the petrified rat tails. R.I.P. I wish they were still existed. Bring them back.
Yeah.
So good. You know what? I lied. I'm going to go back so that it's not always the same. Brady.
Oh, no. I got to be the first to answer. I don't have time to think.
That's the
Your
game.
favorite year of Halloween Horror Nights. Go.
Oh, my God.
He's panicking.
Oh. Sentimental me wants to say 26, but I think I'm going 28 overall.
Oof. All right.
I'm going 28.
All right. Final answer.
Yeah.
Ash.
I'm going to give two honourable, mate. I'm just kidding. 2008, Reflections of Fear, easiest answer I've given today.
Tim.
I mean, I'm surprised Brady didn't take it, but I'm taking 2016 because that was
Nice.
our first year. So
Yeah, I've got to go 2011, HHN 21, the best year for originals.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim.
Okay.
yes,
No. Brady.
Okay, bye.
You took 28, right? That is
Yeah.
my
I took 28.
third. I think my 1, 2, and 3 both got mentioned here.
Nope, can't say it. Just the one, Ash. Just the one.
Okay.
Now it's
care.
over. Now it's over.
Ash.
Oh no.
oh God,
What year of HHN do you wish you attended?
Halloween Horror Nights 10, first year of Jack.
Ooh, that was fast. Tim.
oh man, this is tough. I'm gonna say 25 because I wish we were at that anniversary year.
Don't blame you at all. Brady.
I'm gonna go 25 too. I think.
Yeah. Mine would be 2008 because I still mourn that every day.
I was torn though between that and the first year because I would have loved to have seen like the first year and how
Yeah.
it was. So
That would have been cool. When we get the phone booth, we can time travel and go see. Okay, final question. We're gonna go back to Tim. Favorite
God.
part. Favorite
pressure.
part of Halloween Horror Nights that isn't the houses or scare zones.
Oh, this is easy.
Oh, this is a
just-
gimme.
This is a gimme. This is meeting up with all my friends that I don't get to see during the year and that they all come in for Halloween Horror Nights. Like, easy peasy.
Brady.
Yeah, it's the same answer. It's hanging out with you guys. It's going to Card Wednesdays with Ash. It's eating food. I mean, it's all the things that come with Horror Nights aside from the haunted houses.
Ash.
It's the strong water Mai Tais for me. No, I'm gonna be real.
Let's
it's the
go.
same. Yeah, I mean that's my funny answer, but my quick fire answer is definitely Friends, right? I mean, there's people who we may see once a year. I think I've already mentioned this before, and there's people who you like genuinely have a real close connection. There's people who you genuinely love now, because of Halloween Horror Nights. So it's the friends we made along the way. Is the answer.
Well, I'll just do a slight twist on that because obviously my answer is the same, but it's hanging with friends at Dead Coconut, which is on brand for me.
Yeah.
A nice little Liz
Very
twist
true.
to the same
Yes.
answer.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's my lightning fire. Lightning fire,
Wow.
lightning round,
There we go.
Fire.
Sure.
rapid
Rapid
fire.
fire.
Rapid fire.
Combine the terms.
lightning fire.
It's fine. It's cool.
Lightning fire rapid round. You know what? I quite like that segment, Liz. You can bring that back for the
Okay.
future. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can bring it back. Very nice of you,
Thanks.
Ash.
Wow, it's so nice of you, Ash, to allow that.
Just kidding, of course. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. That was fun. Yeah, I think that will probably do it for this inaugural episode. I think we're at about 45 minutes now, so that kind of wraps it up nicely, I think. Before I pick on somebody to find out where to find us, because I think that's probably going to be a little bit difficult, or it might take a few takes, which you won't know because we'll edit it out. Any sort of parting words, anything you want to go over, anything we may have missed on this opening episode?
I did want to add maybe one last thing we could talk on before we go.
Yeah.
Does everybody want to just say like one thing they're excited to do/see with the new show?
Sure.
Ash, you go first.
Tim, you want to go first?
Nope, not really. I think you should.
What am I excited to see and do with this new venture? Is the question?
That's the question. Just give me one thing
So-
you're excited about with Stay and Scream podcast.
I think just recording, uploading more frequently, and I would love to get more lives out there. I think they were, when we've done them in the past, I think they've been super successful. So I think just connecting with more people as well. You know, we meet a lot of people through this hobby and creating content, that I am so excited to meet more people, see people who we've seen a lot, see people again who we may have only met for the first time. But yeah, just really connecting with more people is what I'm looking forward to the most, I think.
Very nice. Liz, you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that not only do we get to just, hang out with some of our closest friends talking about our favorite thing that we could talk about all day and never get tired of it, but then to get to meet other people who feel the same way about it that we would probably never get to meet otherwise. People from all over the country that fly in for Halloween Horror Nights or can't come to Halloween Horror Nights for the year and they live vicariously through us. I love being able to, create this content for fans that love it as much as we do and just share our passion for it, whether it's through silly memes or, these podcasts, meeting up in the park, maybe vlogging, whatever we end up doing with it. I just love that we get to share that passion with everyone else.
Timbo. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have said the same thing, is like, honestly, just meeting everybody. I feel like each year we meet more and more people, and then we become more and more friendly and talk to them on social media. Then we start meeting up in, the next HHN, and it just goes from there. And I mean, look at the four of us. You know what I mean? And we definitely met some new people this year that I know that we're going to hang out with, in the near future. And then, I wanted to keep growing and growing, and build this community and just, have a great time with everybody.
Yeah, just a quick one off that. Sorry, Brady. I think I always get humbled, when people stop us and say, hey, we love the content, love the show. And that definitely means a lot to us and does have an impact on us when, people do listen and interact with us. And this is why we wanted to continue doing this together, because it just means a lot to us. And I know it means a lot to a lot of listeners and subscribers and people out there as well. So yeah, there. But what about you, Brady? What are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I leave it to us. I think it says a lot that the last question and this question were different questions, but the answers were nearly the same, and it was, can't wait to find more people to hang out with at Horror Nights and enjoy that relationship. But I'm with you guys, I'm excited to see similar people show back up. I'm excited to see new people, maybe just from the pure fact that it's a new thing. There will be new people that come along, and we'll get to meet you. We'll get to hang out. I think Tim said the frequency it's the way that all four of us started, but the frequency that someone's like, hey, I liked that Horror Nights thing you posted, becomes, hey, can't wait for you to be here. Let's hang out. It's crazy. It's really cool. You make a lot of friends. There's a lot of relationships formed, and Horror Nights does cool things for us.
Very well said. Yep, I completely agree. Guys, it's that time where I'm looking at each, like the Brady Bunch.
Hey.
You know what I'm going to do? Just because I think they need a little bit more practice, Liz, I am going to flip it to you to take us home.
Wow.
That is fair. So it's the first time, and it's going to take a little getting used to. It's a brand new name here. So you can find us at Stay In Scream. That's Stay, the letter in, Scream Pod on Twitter, on YouTube, and Instagram so far. That's where we've started. So stay.
Do we not have a TikTok?
I don't believe we have a TikTok. Right?
We did not do a TikTok.
We'll
All right,
get a
not
TikTok.
yet. We will have it. We will get a TikTok though.
Yes.
We promise.
So that's Stay, letter in, Scream Pod on all of those things.
Thank
Beautiful.
You, Liz. 10 out of
Not
10.
even that confusing.
Good.
No.
I'm glad.
Nope, not that confusing. But yeah, before we part ways, I do again appreciate you guys if you've if you followed us over here, and if you're brand new here, we would love you, of course, to like, subscribe, share with your friends, spread the word. We would love to build up our community back to where we all want it to be. But yeah, any final words from you guys before we part?
I got nothing.
No, just looking forward to speculation season coming up soon. And next episode will be our HHN 34 review show.
Oh, yeah.
Our rankings.
And I don't want to speak too soon, but you might be able to listen to it. It may be out.
Might be.
That's true.
You might get a little surprise, a little 2-for-1 deal, a little late Black Friday deal. But no, once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. We truly, truly appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
Later.